All right, guys. The lottery for the panels went live starting today. Let's take a look at it and get into some of the details. Let's go. All right, guys. So, as I was going back to work today on my break, I saw they posted that the panel selection opportunity is now open. So this is basically the lottery for the panels. So I know a lot of people were waiting for this, asking how do I get into the panels? How does it work? And I know most people were saying that it's a lottery. So it's finally went live today. So as of today at noon, you have from today until next Tuesday, March 21st by whatever that time is, 11:59 GMT to enter. So basically, you have a full week to enter. So there's no rush to get it done right now. I know a lot of people right away were on there. They're waiting like in a line, a queue to get in. I haven't even clicked the link yet or even tried yet. I was kind of just waiting till I got off work and then I was going to take a look at it. And I'm going to do my panel selection a little bit later today. Kind of wanted to get this video out to kind of talk about it and kind of go over it. So I already had a few of my friends text me, hit me up on Instagram asking a bunch of questions. And then I seen on the Facebook group, I seen Spencer posted that celebration, posted that the panels went live. And looking at that post, he already has 189 comments. So I'm pretty sure in those comments is going to be a lot of the same questions. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can in this video to try to explain it. Because a lot of the answers to most people's questions are within that page. It's just kind of like you kind of got to like really read it to see what it's saying. And not everything is 100% clear or stated yet. So I'm kind of going to go over how I think the rest of it's going to work from going to a few other celebrations and seeing how it's pretty much been consistent the past two that I went to where they've been doing the lotteries. So we'll bring up the page first. And right here, panel opportunities are live. So I'll put this link down in the description below, but you just click here to submit your panel request today. So the information you'll need is either your email you used to purchase your badges or your order ID number. So that's all you need to enter. And I didn't do it, but my boy Ricky did it already. And he said you have to answer for each separately. So I'll show you the panels that are available to answer for, which is only 4 of them, which is the main panel each day on the floor, which is kind of what I've covered in past videos saying that's how it was in the past. And that's how it ended up turning out. So before we get into that, for group submissions, there's 3 different options here. And this is all on that same link that'll be down in the description. You really got to just kind of read it. But there, you could either submit for your badge group. So that's if I believe you have multiple tickets under your email. So if you purchase badges for you, your family, or friends, that would be one option. So if that applies to you, you would do this one. If you didn't do that, if you want to start a new group, so if you want to attend with someone whom you did not purchase a badge for, like with a friend, you would do this option, which is to start a new group, which is what my boy Ricky did because he sent me his codes. And when I enter tonight, I'm going to use his codes. That way we'll be linked together. So if we win, we win. If he loses, I lose. I mean, if I lose, he loses too. So there's that. Oh wow. So one thing they changed though, and I just noticed Anaheim, it was up to 12 in a group. Here, the maximum group is only 4. So keep that in mind, guys. Depending on how big your group is, if it's more than 4, you're gonna have to figure out how you want to split it up. So that is a change from last year for sure. And then the last option is join an existing group. So if you've been given a code, enter the code where indicated and then enter your email address. You will be added to the group you were invited to join. So here are the panels that it's for. I actually have it over here a little bit larger just so you could see it. Now, you might be thinking, well, there's a million different panels on there. What about the Obi-Wan panel? What about the Return of the Jedi 40th? So the lottery selection is only for these 4. That's it. So basically Fridays the Lucasfilm at 11, Saturday Ahsoka at 11, Sunday Villains of the sequel trilogy at 11, and then Monday the Bad Batch at 11, and that's it. So nowhere on here does it say anything about the rest of the panels yet. That's like official confirmation. But in the past, I know the other panels were pretty much first come first serve, or on the app it would let you RSVP if you wanted to go to a particular panel if it was at the celebration stage or whatever stage it may be. So the way that worked at Anaheim, I believe the morning of, it was like either at 8 or 9 a.m. The reservations would go live and you could reserve a panel for the day, right? So that was an option. Now, I know sometimes they would book up, but just because it's booked up doesn't mean you can't go in. They still will have that standby line. So, say if that does happen, and for the other panels, you have to reserve it through the app, say if they're all gone, there still is a chance to get in. You'll have to just line up a little bit earlier to get in. But again, none of that is official yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work like that, whether it's through the app or you just line up or both. There is no rush to enter. So some people might see it and like immediately, oh my God, I got to do it. Like take a breath. You have plenty of time. So it says here the panel selection will close on Tuesday, March 21st, 11:59 p.m. GMT. So there is plenty of time. No rush. Again, when I first saw it, my first instinct was, oh, pull over, answer, answer, answer. But I'm like, wait a minute, I have a full week. So now, if you win the panels, if you're selected, you'll receive an email notification on or prior to March 28th. So I would give it till March 28th. And say March 29th comes and you haven't gotten the email, you took that out. You didn't win, unfortunately. So make sure when you wake up on the 29th, check your spam just in case, and you'll see. And if you get an email, it'll be that QR code, and that's all you need to get in. Basically, they'll just scan your QR code and you go right in. If you're not selected, there will be limited standby opportunities. Standby lines will be capped when capacity is reached. We're unable to guarantee admittance, blah, 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 blah. So basically, if you don't win, there's still a chance to get in. But for these panels right at 11, the minute it opens at 10, you have to haul ass to that line, that standby line, and get in line and hope that you can get in. So for that, if that's the case, you're going to want to get there early before 10 so you could be closer to the front of the line, because the minute it goes in, most people are going to head right there if they didn't win that panel. So you still have a chance to get in. And again, this is just for the 4 main panels at 11 a.m. at the celebration stage each of those mornings. So that's pretty much it for the panels. Again, this link will be in the description. And actually, I haven't clicked it yet, but let's click this and see what it looks like. Boom. All right. So here it is. So basically, there's 4 of them here, and you have to click to enter for each of them. So you have to do it 4 times. But this is what this screen looks like, just like how it looked at Anaheim and Chicago. So you'll just click to enter. Let's see what it says. And then you either want to do by yourself or with your group, with the people linked with the badges you purchased with your email, or if you have someone's group code. So basically, one or the other. So if you do it by yourself, that's fine. Just make sure whatever the group code is, you can send it to a buddy, just like how my boy did earlier. So I was at work, he was free, he entered for all of them. He sent me all 4 of his group codes. And one thing I noticed when he sent them to me, each group code was different. So for the villains panel, Bad Batch, Lucasfilm, and Ahsoka, he sent me 4 different codes. So when I enter these, I'm going to enter the corresponding code for each panel. That way I'll be linked to his badge. Comment down below if you guys are excited, and comment down below which panel that you want to get into the most. And if you have any other questions, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward to me, but I've been through this process like 4 times now. This will be my 4th time now. So like I'm a little bit more comfortable, but any questions you guys have, just drop down below and I'll do my best to answer, just to try to help you guys out. But again, you got a week to enter. You can enter by yourself or with the group, and it is for these 4 panels only, and all the other panels haven't been officially announced how it will work yet, but it should be either just first come first serve like old school, or you'll reserve on the app the morning of for that day. So stay tuned for more details on that. Once they announce how the rest of the stuff will work, I'll definitely be making another video. And actually, after I finish recording this, I'm going to be recording another video because we did get some more reveals today. So we got a couple of the Funko reveals and a couple of the Loungefly reveals. So I'm going to kind of talk about those and how the Funko and Loungefly booth have worked in the past, because that's something that should be similar to this process by lottery, but it hasn't been announced yet. But stay tuned later today. I will be dropping that Funko Loungefly reveal video. So if you guys want more London Celebration updates, be sure to subscribe. I'll be covering all these updates from panels, guests, exclusives, and all 4 days of the show. So That's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.